What is good, YouTube fam? It's your boy Jaden, aka J Diz, back with another video, man. And I don't know where y'all at, but at this point in time, the Eagles Viking game had just finished, and what a game for them boys today, man. And I think this is a great example of how bullying does work. Welcome back, Jonathan Gannon. Good to have you back, or finally, since you've been here. Just consistency on his part throughout the whole game. Shut out Justin Jefferson, applied a lot of pressure to Kirk, and just the overall D line pressure was just great. And in that standpoint, and boy, trying to tell y'all before, man, Jalen Hurts sleeper dark horse MVP candidate, man. He had himself a game. But yeah, that's pretty much what I want to talk about today. Go through that a little bit. So let's get straight into it. So man, like I was saying with Jonathan Gannon, like bullying does work. All the stuff that Eagles fans would talk about all week, just criticizing him about, deservedly so. Like how bad of a performance that he put on against Detroit, and how giving up 35 points isn't gonna help your team win games. And the D line, the pressure and the stunts was phenomenal. Like it wasn't always there, but when they did it, like it was great. The blitzes from the linebackers were great. DBs were a little closer up. They were playing a lot more aggressive and just making plays all over the place. And then of course, there's going to be improvement from week 1 to week 2 with the whole team in general. So the game tackling from the team itself was just phenomenal. Everybody's flying to the ball. Everybody's rallying to the ball. And when was the last time us as Eagles fans have seen some linebackers play phenomenal in pass coverage? I don't remember. Last one was probably Jordan Hicks. We were playing against him today, but this it was just a great performance by the defense. Shout out JG, especially in the second half when the offense slowed down a little bit, but he didn't take his foot off the gas. He kept it going. So I salute him for that. But I do have one criticism with this man. Like I saw it in the first half, and I thought I was tripping a little bit. I'm watching the game, and I'm seeing Brandon Graham in pass coverage. I was like, oh, maybe you just flying out to the ball, but then no, like he's really in pass coverage. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then later on in the game, Hassan Reddick's getting cooked 1-on-one by a tight end. Like I don't like that. I don't think that's why we brought Hassan Reddick over here. That's definitely not what Brandon Graham is used for. Like I don't like seeing these guys in pass covers. Like that's just like that's asking for to get a completion on you, asking for yards after the catch. Like I just don't like that. But other than that, man, great game for the defense in general. Great game from JG. And I can't go without talking about my man Darius Slay, dog. Like, what a game from him. Oh my God. All week, all people, even me, people been talking about, oh, Justin Jefferson's gonna go towards Philly. Justin Jefferson had a great game. Oh, best receiver in the league. Which I think that he's definitely top 3. But I mean, Slay shut all that stuff up real quick. Real quick. What do you have today? One, maybe when Slay was playing, one reception for like 5 yards. Slay with 2 interceptions. It's just on his hip all game. All game. No room for Jay Jennings to make any plays. Like was with him everywhere. Like realistically, Slay could have had 4 interceptions. But, he got the DB hands, dog. That's why he plays defense, not offense. But now Slay had himself a day. He was a little hobbled up at the end. Wasn't even in on that last drive. Zach McPherson was in. Almost had a great play on Adam Thielen, and that did have a great play. It could have been an interception though, but hope he's okay because need that the rest of the season. But we'll see what's going on with him and see how everything's going with that. But on to the offense, man. Try to tell y'all about that boy Jalen. Try to. Hey, I bought this jersey game the day after he started in Seattle. This is the rookie year number 2. Like, come on, man. Like, put some respect on his name, dog. Like, he was making plays today that last year against Tampa Bay he was missing. They're talking about he can't read defenses. Oh, if he's not running the ball, he's a non-factor. That boy was sitting in the pocket tonight, wasn't he? 302, what do you have? 275, 280 in the first half. Come on, man. Like, he looked great. Phenomenal. Phenomenal first half by Jalen. Like when he runs, like he takes off. Like he's not wasting no time. He sees that lane, he's gone, which I love. But when he wants to sit back there and get comfy a little bit, he's going through his progressions, watching the receivers clear out. Throwing them jumps on time. Like, good lord, he looks like a franchise quarterback to me. Let that have been Patrick Mahomes or Lamar or Justin Herbert. This is all they'd be talking about for the next week and a half. But nah, like we're gonna find something with Jalen's game that's gonna hinder him for the next week until he has to come out and do the same thing next week. I mean, granted, like the second half, like not a lot happened. We didn't score in the second half, but I wouldn't say that's on him. There was just a lot of penalties on offense in general. Like that's the next thing I wanted to like. The O line played really good today. They played better than they did week one, but there's just so many penalties. Like I get with the illegal man downfield stuff. Like that's a hard play to make for the O line themselves, but it just happens too often. And then like this play right here, shout out Thomas, by the way. Watch all of his videos, stay involved with all his tweets. But this play right here, man, like rolling to his left, getting out the pocket, keeping eyes downfield, setting his feet, and letting that joke fly. Like that's a great throw. That's insane. But of course, the holding penalty knocks it out. But you can't blame that on him. Like there's not much he could do on that. But I mean, and then he goes from that to that was later on in the second half, but then follows it up with plays like this. That's cold, man. Let that joint reset a little bit. Let it reset. But plays like this that I don't. He didn't hit this shot a lot last year. Like we threw it a lot last year, but it wasn't connected on a lot, or he wasn't even throwing it. But look, come on, man. He's him now. He's him now. Like give that man his respect. Let forget them first round picks we got next year. Use them on something else. Because quarterback, we don't need that. We don't need that at all. But yeah, I love Jalen's game today. Love the way he came out, executed, uh, played great. Like I have no issues with what he did. He took off, slid when he needed to slide. Like his two rushing touchdowns were unbelievable. Him hitting the gritty in the first half too was great. And shout out Philly fans too, by the way, man. Hitting that was cold. That was filthy. So salute to y'all, man. That's just a great game, man. And then we even got ourselves a little Devontae Smith sighting. We got ourselves a Quez Watkins sighting, and AJ Brown just had to, show up uh, per usual. And like Slay said earlier on in the week, what I got on the joint right here, swole Batman, skinny Batman, fast Batman. We saw that. We saw all three of them in action this week. Like everybody was out there cooking. Like Quez burning the secondary, Devontae just cooking everybody. Literally everybody that tried to guard Devontae cooking up. They really left that man with a linebacker. Like that's so disrespectful. That's crazy. And then AJ just good lord, good lord. And then shout out to the running back. Shout out Miles. Miles looks good, man. Miles looks really good. All he got to do is just not put the ball on the ground. Even in the passing game, like he looks fine, like catching the ball a little bit. Boston looks good. Kenny played relatively well, besides the one mishap on the screen pass in the middle. But I mean, I don't really have a lot of complaints from the running back. They did what they needed to do and performed how they when their name was called. But this game was great for me, man. It was great. Hopefully, everybody just comes out this week healthy once again, so we can move on to the Carl Commander Wentz next year. Can't wait to see his face again, play against him, because it was great. It was great. We're going back to back Philly reunions. We got to meet up with our boy Jalen Rager today. Not gonna lie, he had some good plays. Yeah, he had some good plays. So happy to see Rager doing some things for another team. Glad he's not on my team anymore, but hopefully he has some success with Minnesota. The revenge game was crazy for Rager. Not, but he did all right. He wasn't expecting nothing crazy for him, but came in, did what he needed to do. Next week on my day, can't wait to see Carl. If we're blitzing like we did this week against Carl, oh yeah, we'll get about two to three, 3 to 4 interceptions like we did this week. Like, send the house with him. Send the house with him. It will be a long day for that man. A long day, long day. But another thing that I also wanted to talk about with this Eagles team is this is back to back weeks where we've either started off a little slow and then picked it up in the first half, had a really good end to the first half, but then the second half, like we just become really stagnant. Like the offense is just stagnant. Like there's no points, either no points, no yards, or like just and today it was no points. Like I think last week we got maybe a field goal or two out of it, maybe a touchdown in the opening possession. But I mean, I just need to see us, keep it up for a little bit, build the lead a little more. Like I mean, we started off great, had three touchdowns in the first half, but there was nothing in the second half. Special teams was a little sloppy today. Block field goal, and then I mean that's pretty much all that was sloppy with that. The kick return stuff was fine, but I mean, or no, it wasn't. The kick return does not look good. I don't know what's going on with that. Punt returns all right. It's whatever. As long as you just catch the ball, I don't care. But yeah, man, I'm excited for next week. Great game this week. I enjoyed watching that a lot. Uh, Hope y'all are enjoying these videos, man. I'm trying to become more consistent with them. But yeah, once again, thanks for tuning in. Hope y'all enjoy this one. Can't wait to see y'all on the next one. Peace.